Hey, if you're a criminal defense attorney running Google ads right now, there's a very good chance you're lighting money on fire. And I don't mean you're wasting a little bit here and there. I mean, entire chunks of your ad budget are going to clicks that will never, ever turn into a client. Hey, we audit Google ads accounts for defense firms all the time. And I'd say 8 out of 10 are making at least 3 of the mistakes I'm going to cover today. Some of them are making all of them. And the agencies running these campaigns, most of them either don't know any better or they don't care because they're getting paid either way. That's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. But I'm going to say it because you deserve to know where your money is actually going. Hey, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Dave Revere, and I'm the founder of Legal Tamer and author of Unlocking New Client Acquisition for Defense Lawyers. We help criminal defense firms grow through better marketing, intake, and follow-up systems. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how criminal defense firms should be running Google ads in 2026. The right campaign structure, the right keywords, the right landing pages, what to track, and critically, how to tell if your agency is actually doing this right. First, some context. Criminal defense is one of the most expensive verticals in all of Google ads. Depending on your market, and the practice area, you're looking at anywhere from $25 to $150 per click. That's per click, not per lead, not per signed client, per click. That sounds insane, and honestly, it kind of is. But here's the other side of that equation. A single signed DUI case might be worth $5,000 to $10,000 to your firm. A felony case could be $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000. So the math can absolutely work, but only if you're running campaigns correctly. If you're sloppy with your targeting, your keywords, or your landing pages, those $50 clicks turn into $5,000 leads that never convert. And that is exactly what's happening in most firms that I look at. Okay, so let's talk about the most common mistakes. Let me walk you through the biggest ones that I see. And be honest with yourself here. When evaluating your campaigns, take a look at this. If it sounds like you, let's talk. Mistake number 1 is using a broad match keyword strategy with no guardrails. This is the one I see most often, and it's the most expensive. If your Google Ads account is running broad match keywords without a robust negative keyword list, you're paying for clicks from people searching for things like how to become a criminal lawyer or criminal defense lawyer salary or free criminal defense attorney or law school criminal defense courses. None of those people are going to hire you, but you're paying $50 to $100 every time one of them clicks your ad. Now, don't get me wrong, broad match has its place in 2026. Google's AI matching has gotten way better, but you need guardrails. You need a negative keyword list that's being updated regularly. And if your agency can't show you their negative keyword list and explain when it was last updated, that's a red flag. Now let's talk about mistake number 2, sending traffic to your homepage. See this all the time. Your homepage is not a landing page. I don't care how nice it looks. Your homepage has a navigation bar, links to your blog, links to your about page, links to your other practice areas. It literally has 20 different places for someone to click that are not call us right now or a form. Every one of those is an exit point. Every one of those is money wasted. When someone clicks a Google ad for DUI defense attorney near me, they should land on a page that is about one thing and one thing only: DUI defense. That page should have a headline that matches the search intent, your credentials, social proof, a phone number that's visible without scrolling, and a form. That's it. No navigation bar, no distractions. One job: get them to call or fill out the form. Now let's dig into mistake number 3, not tracking calls. This one blows my mind, and I see it constantly. If you are running Google ads and you do not have call tracking set up, you literally don't know if your ads are working. You don't know which campaigns are generating calls. You don't know which keywords are generating calls. You don't know if the calls you're getting are actually from people who need a defense attorney or from people who accidentally clicked your ad. You're spending thousands of dollars a month and you have no idea what you're getting for it. Call tracking is optional to run campaigns on Google, even at our firm, but it shouldn't be. It can be a challenge to set up a forwarding phone number specific to ads, and lots of attorneys I see just don't want to take this advice and jump through the hoops of getting it all set up. But look, it's table stakes. It's managing your money effectively, and it's key to continued success in a Google Ads strategy. If your agency hasn't set up call tracking or even offered you this option, they're either incompetent or they don't want you to see the real numbers. Neither is acceptable. Okay, mistake number 4, no conversion tracking beyond form fills. Even firms that track form submissions often miss the bigger picture. A form fill is not a client. A phone call is not a client. What you really need to track is how many leads came from Google Ads, how many of those became consultations, and how many of those became signed retainers. That means your Google Ads data needs to connect to your CRM. If you can't trace a signed client back to the keyword they searched for and the ads they click, you're optimizing in the dark. Okay, so that's the big stuff that goes wrong. Let me tell you what's right. You need to get set up with branded campaigns and non-branded campaigns. And this is basic, but a lot of firms miss it. You should have separate campaigns for branded and non-branded campaign keywords. A branded campaign targets your firm's name, Smith Law Firm, Smith Criminal Defense, things like that. These are cheap, they convert well, and they make sure that when someone Googles your name, maybe after a referral, they see your ad at the top, not a competitor's. Your non-branded campaigns are the expensive ones. These target practice area keywords, such as DUI lawyer near me, felony defense attorney, drug charge lawyer. These are the money keywords. They're expensive because everyone is bidding on them, and they're valuable because the people searching them have high intent. They need a lawyer, and they need one right now. So putting together practice area campaigns, specific ones, with your non-branded campaigns. You should be separating by practice area. DUI should be its own campaign. Drug charges should be its own campaign. Domestic violence, theft, felony defense. Each one gets its own campaign with its own budget, its own keywords, its own ads, and its own landing page. Why? Because a DUI case and a felony drug charge are completely different in terms of case value, competition, cost per click, and what the prospect needs to hear on the landing page. Lumping them together means you can't optimize any of them properly. You can't see which practice areas are profitable and which ones are burning money. You can't allocate budget where it's actually working. Now, I want to explain a little on match type campaigns in 2026 because this has changed. In 2026, Google has pushed hard towards broad match, and their AI matching is legitimately better than it was 2 or 3 years ago. But for criminal defense, where clicks are this expensive, I still recommend a layered approach. Start with phrase match and exact match for your core high intent keywords. These give you more control over what searches trigger your ads. Layer in broad match selectively, paired with smart bidding and a strong negative keyword list. Monitor your search terms, report weekly, not monthly, and add negatives as needed. If your agency is checking search terms once a month, they're not managing your account closely enough for a vertical where clicks cost this much. If this sounds like a foreign language, I get it. Hit me up in the comments and I can maybe answer some questions about all of this. So moving on, I already mentioned this, but let me go deeper because this is where a huge amount of money is won or lost. Landing pages that actually convert. A criminal defense landing page needs to do 5 things. 1, it needs to match search intent immediately. If someone searched DUI attorney, the headline should say something about DUI defense, not full service criminal defense firm, not we handle all types of cases, DUI, right there at the top. They need to know in under 2 seconds that they're in the right place. Okay, number 2, establish credibility fast. Years of experience, number of cases handled, notable results, bar associations, whatever you've got, put it above the fold, not buried in a paragraph at the bottom, right there where they can see it. Number 3 is you need social proof, testimonials, Google review ratings, case results if you can share them ethically. People hiring a defense attorney are making a high stakes, high fear decision. They need reassurance that other people in their situation trusted you and it worked out. Okay, number 4, a phone number that's visible without scrolling. I cannot stress this enough. On mobile especially, the phone number needs to be right at the top, clickable, and obvious. Many of your leads are going to call, not fill out a form, so make it easy. All right, number 5 is a simple form as a secondary conversion option. Name, phone, email, brief description of the situation. That's it. Do not ask for 15 fields of information. Every field you add reduces your conversion rate. And one more thing, please, no navigation menu. I said it before and I'll say it again. The landing page has one job: get them to contact you. A navigation menu is a highway off-ramp in the middle of your conversion funnel. Get rid of it. So let's talk about what are the call tracking and metrics that actually matter. What should you actually be measuring? Because most agencies will show you impressions, clicks, and cost per click, and those numbers are almost meaningless. Here's what actually matters: cost per lead, not cost per click. How much are you paying for each person who actually contacts your firm? If you're paying $100 per click and it takes 10 clicks to get one lead, your cost per lead is $1,000. That's the real number. Cost per consultation. Of those leads, how many booked a consultation? What did each consultation cost you? That way you can gauge how good you are at closing the business and adjust as needed. Cost per signed client. This is the number that matters most. If you spent $5,000 on Google Ads last month and signed 2 clients worth $15,000 total, your return on ad spend is 3 to 1. That's a number you can make decisions with. Okay, let's talk about call quality. Are the calls you're getting actually from people who need a criminal defense attorney in your area? Or are they wrong numbers? People looking for public defenders, people in the wrong state. Listen to your calls. If your agency provides call recording, and they should, listen to a sample every month. You'll learn so much. Let me address local service ads because this comes up constantly. LSA, the Google screened or Google guaranteed ads that show up at the very top of the page, work differently from traditional search ads. You pay per lead, not per click. The leads come with a phone number and sometimes a message, and you can dispute leads that aren't legitimate. For criminal defense firms, LSA can be incredibly effective, especially in markets where competition on traditional Google ads has pushed cost per click into the stratosphere. The cost per lead on LSA is often lower, and the intent is high because the person specifically chose to contact you through the ad. My recommendation: run both. LSA gives you top-of-page visibility and often cheaper leads. Traditional search ads gives you more control over targeting, messaging, and landing pages. Together, they cover more ground, but, and this is important, track them separately. Don't let your agency lump LSA and search ads into one report. You need to know which channel is actually producing signed clients. Now, how to evaluate whether your agency is doing this right. Let me give you a quick checklist. If you're working with an ad agency on Google Ads right now, here's how to know if they're doing a good job. Can they show you which keywords are driving leads? Not just clicks, but actual leads. If not, they're not tracking conversions properly. Can they show you their negative keyword list and tell you when it was last updated? If not, you're paying for junk clicks. Are they running separate campaigns by practice area with dedicated landing pages? If everything is going to your home page or one generic page, that's a problem. Are they providing call tracking with recordings? If not, you have no way to evaluate lead quality. Can they tell you your cost per signed client? Not just cost per lead. If they can only talk about cost per click and impressions, they're not measuring what matters. Do they meet with you at least monthly to review performance and discuss strategy? If you're just getting an automated report with no context, that's not management. That's babysitting a dashboard. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this requires you to actually work with an agency and get things installed correctly. Don't put all the responsibility on an agency to magically wave a wand and get this all set up. You have got to do your part and be the owner and director of getting this done for your business. So yes, if your agency can't pass that checklist, it doesn't necessarily mean they're bad people, but it means your money isn't being managed at the level it should be, especially in a vertical this expensive. You deserve better. In the next video, I'm going to tackle something that keeps a lot of defense attorneys up at night: bad reviews. Most firms handle them wrong, and it's costing them cases. I'll show you why you're getting them and exactly how to fix it. Subscribe so you don't miss that one. Hey, if you found this helpful, hit subscribe and leave a comment below. Tell me, are you running Google Ads right now? How confident are you that your campaigns are set up correctly? I'd love to hear from you, and I'll respond to as many comments as I can. If you know a criminal defense attorney who's spending money on Google Ads and isn't sure if it's working, send them this video. It could save them thousands. That's it. Case closed. I'll see you in the next one.